Today on the channel, we're looking at a figure I've had for 6 months before I finally got around to getting him a video. Today we're looking at Voyager class Silverbolt on the way I got it figured.
The way I got it figured.
What's up, figure fans? Way I got it figured, back with another Transformers Legacy United review. We're down to the end of the year, and somewhere around the middle of the year, Silverbolt came out. Along with Vector Prime, I got them on Hasbro Pulse. I never gave them reviews. There were other things that got in the way, or scheduling got in the way. And of course, as you all know, I like to do stop motions with my Transformers reviews. But because I wasn't able to figure out what I wanted to do, I just kept putting it off. Well, now here we are. We're going to do the review. There's not going to be a stop motion. But I'm sure you'll see Silverbolt in one at some point in the future. So, it remains to be said that, Silverbolt is definitely one of the standout characters from Beast Wars. I guess he was in the season Fuse Wars season, so that might have been season 3, 2 and 3, something like that. And he had the tumultuous relationship with Black Arachnia. All fan favorite stuff. He was on the short list of things to get for Transformers Legacy United, so I picked him up. Apologies for the time. Just proves that I'm not doing this for views, because, who's going to watch this video now? But I'm going to do it anyway. So, long, overdrawn explanation aside, we're going to look at Silverbolt, as we always do. Look at the packaging, look at the figure, get them in both modes, do some comparisons, and get you all out of here with some final thoughts. Starting with the packaging, we got Silverbolt, very nice render of his alternate Fusor Wolf Eagle mode. As usual, your awesome side art there. Transformers 40th anniversary, and his modes transforms in 27 steps. That's a good bit for Voyager. See how that works out. So we'll get old Silverbolt out and see what we can see. Alright, so we've got Silverbolt out of the package with his accessories being his two feather missile / swords. And he looks pretty good. He's definitely a decent Voyager height. Somewhere around the Optimus / maybe Starscream or Grapple type range. He's pretty big for, on the big side. But he's definitely pretty beefy weight wise, so that's kind of cool too. And, looks like Silverbolt. Looks very true to the character on the show, at least from my memory. I mean, he probably has a little bit more detail here or there, but he looks good. Looks at least as good as the Fusors figure, which I did have back in the day. And yeah, he's great so far. Looks to be pretty posable. So you've got your full articulation scheme. You got your waist swivel, you got your thigh swivel. It's pretty stacked out on the posing. Of course, you got your ankle pivots. He even has wrist rotation, which you don't always get on Transformers figures based on engineering. You get him in a pretty decent crouch pose. Question is, can you balance them? And I think you can. I just got to work with it. We'll use a little bit of wall support. But you can do a lot with them posing wise, and that's always good. Much like Tigerhawk, you're going to be having some feathery swords. But yeah, it's a pretty good looking bot. And looks like we can convert him to his other mode. Check that out. Be right back. Alright, so we've got Silverbolt in alternate mode, his wolf eagle mode. And looks pretty good. About as good as it ever looked. Even the original version. And I would definitely say that, I mean, it's decent, but I do feel like they definitely took the best angle that they could on the box to make the case for it. See what I mean here? Like, definitely looks really good. I mean, from that angle, but it only, it's okay. It's not bad, but that's definitely the best angle. It's just him in Wolfbird mode. Otherwise, but it's not terrible. If you want to have all your beast guys in beast mode, it's definitely not hateful. And he does have the mouth articulation, so you can open and close the mouth. So there's that. You can make his head look up a bit before it gets into just transformation bits. You got your opposable wings. Your weapons are attached to the wings there. And it is, it's a pretty decent alt mode altogether. So not much to it. He doesn't shoot any missiles or anything like that. There's no other action features to really go over per se. So there you go. We're going to get him transformed back into robot mode and do a couple of comparisons. All right, for comparisons, we'll start off with the obvious. We'll go with Kingdom Black Arachnia. Always has standing issues. There's her there. For an idea of size, we'll bring in Road Hauler from Velocitron. You can kind of see comparison with another Voyager. And Earthrise Optimus Prime isn't around right now. Earthrise Optimus Prime isn't around at the moment. So we'll use Scourge Black Convoy as a substitute to get some size comparisons there. So we can now move on to final thoughts. Final thoughts on Transformers Legacy United Voyager class Beast Wars Universe Silverbolt. He's definitely a solid pickup for sure. He has he's just as good as the original, just updated and more articulated and kind of, I guess, slightly more accurate to the show. If you don't have the original Silverbolt, certainly want to get this. He's definitely upscaled from that one, and he's definitely, definitely a pickup that I wanted. I certainly wanted him, just being, kind of a fan of the show of Beast Wars and of the toys. I was more of a fan of the toys than necessarily the show, um, and so I definitely feel like he's a worthy pickup. If you can still find him around, sometimes you can see him in Game Stops here and there. And I've been sitting on him literally for 6 months. So, but I'm finally glad that I opened them and got them reviewed for the end of the year. I'm gonna give him a solid 8 out of 10. It's a solid figure. Nothing super to write home about unless you're like a super Silverbolt fan. Um, but definitely worthy to be added to your Kingdom and Legacy Beast Wars collections. So that's going to do it for this one. Everybody, thanks for watching. We got more Transformers videos to come before 2024 is out, including Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime. Certainly, we're going to be definitely getting that one in, and a couple others as well. So stay tuned for that. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Transformers is the top thing that I collect, even if sometimes other things get videos a little bit more than they do because I like to put stop motions in them. But right now, for the time being, there's not going to be any stop motions, so I can get more Transformers content in that way. But the stop motions are definitely coming back. They always do. It's just an interesting time in the schedule. At the end of the year, I pretty much always have to shut it down. This is the second year in a row that I've had to stop doing stop motions on Transformers videos in this time of the year. But they will be back, as I say. So that's going to do it for this one. Hope to see you all in the next video. Till next time, peace.
The way I got it figured.